play fake here on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, here's Manning. Escaping the pressure right. Eli, not something you see a lot, sporting the wheels and picking up the first.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Manning. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And he coughed it up. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Alec Ogletree leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st down, Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense a good chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the Sticks.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flushed out right. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Manning now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Reggie Ragland. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. From the gun, it's Manning. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And they're going to try for the 4th down conversion. Manning and the offense staying put. They'll go for it. It's Manning. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arrowhead after this. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Working from the gun, Mahomes. They'll leave this for Ware. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
He may also just sit back. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They do go for it. It's Manning. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Manning. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because
under pressure, they got him again. Olivier Vernon in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dumps that off to Ware. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially.
And this is caught.